confront your mother in the hall. Surely your mother is lurking nearby. You should be prepared for an unpleasant confront.
Oh, psych!
What? There's this really cool dude, okay? He's standing around being all chill, like cool dudes are known to do sometimes. A cool dude like this probably has a real cool name. But he probably wouldn't just tell you what it was if you asked. He'd probably be way too busy for that. Busy being totally sweet. But you could always try to guess his name. And if you were right, he might nod ever so slightly. That's a cool dude's way of letting you know there might just be hope for you yet. You enter your name.
Insufferable prick.
This guy doesn't have time for that sort of bullshit. You try again.
Dave Strider.
You examine your room. Your name is Dave. It is an unseasonably warm April day. Your bedroom window is open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably, even more cranked would be your fly beats, which brings us to your variety of interests. A cool dude like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant for spinning out unbelievably ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You like to rave about bands no one's ever heard of but you. You collect weird dead things preserved in various ways. You are an amateur photographer and operate your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking profiles, and if the inspiration strikes, you won't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a mofo and represent. What will you do? You quickly retrieve your arms from cinder blocks. Nah. You get the damn beta and save your friend's life. This notion strikes you as nonsensical. You can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life, and in any case, you are quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Anyway, these are your copies of the beta you received in the mail recently. You've labeled them with your name in bold red print to distinguish them from your bro's copies, who labeled his in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this or has any intention of playing it, but you'll be damned if you let that get in the way of your campaign of one-upsmanship. You bleat like a goat and piss on your turntables. You would never consider allowing any fluid even remotely resembling urine to touch your beloved turntables. That would risk breaking them, and a world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you'd want any part of. While you're at it, you might as well just wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which will probably never happen. That sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies for stupid idiots. You will, however, contemplate bleeding like a goat for ironically humorous purposes at a later date. You examine your closet. This is your closet. This is where you keep a lot of your crap, like that box and that bottle of... What is that? Is that? You check the blue box. This is the package that your friend John Egbert sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. It now contains nothing except a note and a certificate of authenticity vouching for the genuine Hollywood memorabilia which the box originally contained and which you are now wearing to be ironic, but also to be incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box also included a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs above your closet. Proudly and ironically. You take the box. You captcha-log the box through your HashMap fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each consonant at 2 and each vowel at 1. The total is divided by your number of cards, and the remainder is the index. Box. 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 5. 5 divided by 10 equals 5. The box is captcha-logged in card number 5. You examine the jar of unknown yellow substance in the closet. Oh, hell yes. It's an unopened container of apple juice. You thought you were all out. It's like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You've got to tell John about this immediately. He'll be so excited. You take the juice. You captcha-log the juice into card 7. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 10 equals 7. You access Pester Chum and Pester John. In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish him a happy birthday while you're at it. In your own cool, sort of roundabout way, of course. Good thing you looked at that box he sent you, or you might have forgotten. You also might as well ask him about that beta. The kid's been harping about it for weeks. It would be cool if it came on his birthday. He'd be one happy camper.
Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today?
I got a little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm gonna watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny.
Oh hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like fucking Christmas.
You go online and view sites indicative of your interests. You open the Hephaestus web browser and direct it towards your ironically maintained blog, where you post monthly satirical reviews of Game Bro magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you've been sort of dogging it. Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. In a new tab, you open another one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained through a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It is called Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona's sincerity, which is just how you like it. You check the latest page of the Midnight Crew. You figure as long as you're chilling at your computer, you might as well see how that new Mispa story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while. Midnight Crew.
You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in complexity. Your schemes, convoluted. You are planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? Use Occam's razor on plans and schemes. You use Occam's razor to carve a circular hole into the heist plans, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard into the table in the first place. You climb the ladder and exit the hideout. You implement nefarious plots. You push against the manhole cover, but it seems some unbelievable jackass has parked your getaway van on top of it. A familiar feeling stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, soul-blackening rage. It's the sort of rage that will make a man feel totally justified in owning an unnecessarily elaborate assortment of fancy blades.
You skip ahead 100 pages or so. You don't remember where you last left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. It looks like tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. You speculate the tipping point may have been an ill-advised motion for a game of 52 pickup. You save your place and read it later. Even though the adventure just began recently, it's already over 3,000 pages long. You just don't have the time for this bullshit. You'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. You're pretty sure you know who it is. You answer your chum.
In some cultures, the persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign of wanton disrespect. Either that or flagrant homosexuality.
What? No, look, okay, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate. I'm sort of a big deal, okay?
I know. Sometimes I wonder how you're ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing odd voices whisper, "It's that guy who has a blog."
Seriously, dudes be worshipping me left and right. I can hardly walk down the street without stepping over torsos of the prostrate.
Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of deferential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adopting the art of parkour to your unique environment would help?
Yeah, I mean, damn. Like there's this scruffy little shit on my feet, an orphan or something, I don't know. Face flush on the pavement. I'm like, dude, you listening for a stampede of buffalo or something? He braves a look at me, then gives my shoe a little kiss and scurries the fuck off.
Heavy is the crown.
Yeah, not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess.
Breathtaking magnanimity.
Among other things, I just give and fucking give.
Indeed. Nary a jewel tumbles from your wishbox of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're just lobbying for me to play that dumb game.
Baseless accusation.
Look, I am telling you, Egbert is all about that game. He will play it with you and probably be tickled retarded about it.
I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail's delivery, however.
Yeah, I'll hassle him some more about it. And look, how about this? If you ever find yourself in the position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play. Will that make you happy?
More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry.
John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing.
Meanwhile, in the present, in a place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is spacing out. But a vague and forceful thought jolts him to attention. Or maybe it's that bumping sound coming from the other side of the door. What is that? A thick, unpleasant fluid pools from beneath the door.
Troubling. Investigate this.
There is a trail of this fluid in the hall leading to your room.
Hey, I'm Hunter, and I voice a few minor characters in this project. Just want to say thank you so much for watching, and to tell you that we're still looking for someone to fill the roles of Jade and Nana. If you're interested in becoming a part of our crew, please check the description for all the information you'll need. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next episode.